بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. Dearest Azadars, we are gathered here for another night by the blessing of Allah, by the will of Lady Fatima, to commemorate the Azar of Sayyid al-Shuhada, Imam Hussain alayhi salam. If you recall, for the past few nights we have looked at Imam Hussein's character in a bit more depth. So we have seen from Zuryaab al-Waritha why Imam Hussain is the inheritor of Adam. Assalamu alayka ya Waritha Adama Sifatillah. We have seen why Imam Hussain is the inheritor of Nuh. Assalamu alayka ya Waritha Nuhin Nabiyullah. Today we move on to the next step. Assalamu alayka ya Waritha Ibrahima Khalilullah. Peace be on you, O Hussain, who is the inheritor of Ibrahim, the closest beloved friend of Allah. First question, what is a friend? As in to say, why is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here referred to Ibrahim as his friend? It's a question for the youths in particular. You may say your friend is someone you meet at the local mosque, school. We have the same hobbies. I go to football, he goes to football. What does a friend really mean? A true friend is someone who will always guide you to the truth, be it Muslim or non-Muslim. And a bad friend, a corrupt friend, is someone who will misguide you. Don't go home early today. Let's stay out a bit more. That one night becomes into 10 nights. Your mom's calling you. Don't need to pick up. Don't need to tell her where you are. Let's go on. I'm sure you remember, some of you might have been too young. There was a man by the name of Steve Irwin. He was like a zoo person, like he used to deal with the sharks, animals. He said, crocodiles, I'm not scared of, because I know they're going to kill me. I can see them in front of me. Humans are more difficult. Why? They try to be your friends first. Be careful who you make friends with. If we carry on, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ibrahim is my friend. Ibrahima Khalilullah. Why is he his friend? Why does Allah favor Ibrahim in this sense? Someone asked Hazrat Ibrahim this, and he replied, Allah has favored me for 3 reasons. Firstly, I propagated belief in God. I've always preferred Allah's orders. Secondly, I'm never grieved by what Allah has destined for me. What's written is written. Thirdly, I've always treated my guests purely, in day or night. Let's give some examples in Hazrat Ibrahim's life. Firstly, we find he propagated oneness of God. So much so they threw him into the fire. This fire was no ordinary fire. It stretched kilometers, miles, meters. It was so much that people who stood at a distance, their faces started to feel the heat. They threw him into it. Jibreel came. Ibrahim, can I help you? No, Jibreel, I want Allah to help me. Pure, sincere belief in Allah. Allah will save me. And the Quran mentions, when Ibrahim entered the fire only touched his ropes that he tied his hand with. Nothing else. He was fine. We made the fire cool for him. Interestingly here, there was a frog, according to one hadith. You know, animals can talk between each other. Not in our language, but they can communicate. This one frog saw Ibrahim going into the fire. He went to the local river. He filled his mouth with water. You know, frogs can expand their jaws. Filled his mouth with water. The other animals looked at this frog and said, why are you doing this? There's no point. The fire is so big, you are so small. The water within your mouth is smaller. Why? He said, I'm doing this because if Allah asks me, what did you do? I'll say I tried my best. The same thing for our Imam. We just heard a quote about Imam Mahdi. What's the best we can do for our Imam? Point number 2. Ibrahim was ordered by Allah to leave his family in the desert. He left Bibi Hajra. He left Ismail. She kept calling him. He didn't reply. He left them. She understood this as a test from Allah. She ran between Safa and Marwa for her son. He got water. But the point is, he left his family for who? Allah. Third point, final point. Hazrat Ibrahim was told to slay his son for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He did so. Another story here. When he was leaving, Bibi Hajra bid him farewell. Shaitan came in the form of a man. He tried to tempt her. This is for the youths. He said, do you know where your son and husband are going? She said, they're going to meet Allah. Why is he taking a knife? Why is he taking a rope? Do you know what meeting Allah really means? She started to have some doubts. The call came from the heavens, stone him. This is shaitan, stone him. That's why when you go to Hajj, the first shaitan is this one. He then came to Ismail. Why are you going with your father? It's just a dream. It wasn't a real thing. He just saw a dream. Tried to tempt him again. The call came, stone him. Ismail, stone him. This is the shaitan. He's trying to cause a friction between them. The big shaitan came to Hazrat Ibrahim. You have one son. You are so old. Why are you going to sacrifice him? Can't Allah give you something else? The call came, Ibrahim, stone him. Don't listen to him. Point being, don't listen to temptations. Don't listen to that ego, that evil side within you. Let's come to Imam Hussain now. Why is Imam Hussain the inheritor of Ibrahim? Imam Hussain's belief in Allah's oneness is exemplary. Pick up Dua Arafah in English, whatever language you read, you see through it. Oh Allah, what did he find who lost you? And what did he lose who found you? Imam Hussein's belief in the oneness of Allah is the same. Point number 2. Imam Hussain was visited by angels as well. Jibreel came to Ibrahim. They also came to Imam Hussain on the day of Ashra. Even the jinn came. Yabna Rasulullah, let us help you. No. Only for Allah. Only for Allah. I'll say something more. The angels visited Ibrahim to speak to him. The angels came to Hussain for Shafa. You know the story of Khudris, Imam Hussein's cradle. He rubbed his wings on it, he got his maqam back. I'll leave it there. The third point, Imam Hussain also left his women and children on the day of Ashura. He left them in Allah's guidance. And whatever he did for Allah. When he carried the body of Ashra, what did he say? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Whatever we do is for Allah, and we'll follow His command. There are many people who sacrifice themselves for Hussain and his message. Be thankful to your parents who bring you here. They have work as well. You have school, your parents have work as well. They still bring you here, so you can gain something. So much blood has gone into this maqam, this message. I'll end with one story. This happened in Pakistan. Many of you may be aware of it. There was a woman, she had no husband. Her husband had died. She had 6 sons. There was an alam in her courtyard. If you go to India, Pakistan, these areas, there's alams outside of people's houses. The Takfiri movement at this time was quite up. They said to her, this alam better come down. The alam that you have in your garden, we don't want to see it. She said, this alam will not come down. They said, well, kill your sons. So be it. Kill my sons. 1 week went. They killed one of her sons. Do you know what this lady did? She said, measure my son's height and increase the length of the alam more. So if it was 5 foot and her son was 6 foot, 5 plus 6, it's now 11 foot. 2nd week went, 3rd week went, 4th. 6 weeks later, all 6 of her sons were shaheed. The alam grew in its length. They said to her, Bibi, aren't you sad? You have no one to help you now. Do you know what she replied? Are my sons more beloved than Abbas? Are my sons more beloved to me than Abbas? And we'll finish this tonight. This lady gave her sons for Abbas. Tonight we remember the Bibi who gave Abbas and her sons for Hussain by the name of Baneen. Before I go into this, if I ask you what's the most precious thing you own, some of you will say my game, my video games console. Another will say my degree. Some will say my property, my mortgage, my car, my insurance. I'll tell you what you really own. The most expensive thing. If you don't have this, you have nothing. Your name. When you go on your passport, your name. You meet someone in an interview. Hi, what's your name? Good morning, good afternoon, your name. Your insurance papers, everything is your name. Bear this in mind. Imam Ali asked his brother Aqil, find me a woman whose lineage is so pure, but it is also brave. Why? My son Hussain will be in Karbala alone. I want someone to represent me on that day, to be my Shabir. Find me a woman. Why is Imam Ali asking his brother Aqil? He is Imam al-Mubin. In the sermon of Ghadir, the Prophet said, Imam Ali is Imam al-Mubin, the complete register. He knows people's nasab, he knows people's lineage. He said to Malik Ashrin in battle, Malik, I don't kill someone. If I see through his whole lineage, there's even one mu'min. I don't kill him. Why is he asking his brother Aqil, you find someone for me? First point, consult people when you're going for marriage. Secondly, to show us what qualities you should look in a spouse. You have a mother like al-Baneen, you have children like Abbas. Simple as that. He said, find me a woman whose lineage is pure. He said, there's a woman by the name of Fatima bint Hizam Kilabiya. Imam Ali got married to her. She came to her new house. When a bride enters her new house, it's a happy moment. What did Bibi al-Baneen do? She sat down on the porch. Bibi al-Baneen, Bibi Fatima, come inside. Me? Enter this house? This is the house of Fatima Zahra? How can I enter this house? Amir al-Mu'mineen says, no, Bibi, you must come in. You're my wife, you must come in. She went in. Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein, Bibi Zainab, Bibi Kulsum, all greeting her as their mother. She said, oh children of Fatima, please, I have one request. Don't call me mother. I'm your Ghanis. I'm your helper. I'm your servant. When you see Abbas's maqam, it's because of Bibi al-Mu'mineen. She trained me. Amir al-Mu'mineen that night said, this is your first night in your new home. I give you one wish. Anything you want, ask me, Bibi al-Baneen, Bibi Fatima. She said, Amir al-Mu'mineen, don't call me Fatima. We mentioned how important your name is. Bibi al-Baneen sacrificed her name. Why? When you call me Fatima, I see Hassan, Hussein, Zainab, Kulsum, they start to cry. They don't say anything, they remember their mother. I've seen this. Don't call me Fatima. He said, okay, I'll call you something else. You are going to be called Baneen. You'll give me 4 sons. When Imam Hussein was leaving Medina on the 18th of Rajab, Bibi Baneen came to us, Abbas. Abbas, you know Zainab and Hussein, the children of Fatima. You please Fatima, you please Rasulullah. You please Rasulullah, you please Allah. We want Allah's pleasure. Keep care of them, keep safe with them. And your brothers, also be in charge of them. Let them protect Hussein as well. Abbas said, mother, don't worry, I will protect them. This Qafla went, and it was full of Bani Hashim, full of children. When they came back, there was only Imam Sajjad and his Imam Sajjad came to the outskirts of Medina and told a man by the name of Bishr, Bishr, go and announce in Medina that we have come back and what happened to my father Hussein. Bishr says, I ran towards Medina. I knocked on each door, each alley, each way, and I said, people, come out of your homes. They said, Bishr, what's the matter? He said, come to the Masjid of Rasulullah. I will tell you all there. Everyone came to Masjid al-Nabawi. Bishr came to Masjid al-Nabawi. He stood by the grave of the Holy Prophet and he shouted, Ya Ahla Yathrib, Ya Ahla Yathrib, Ya Ahla Yathrib. All the people of Medina, all the people of Yathrib, La muqama lahu bayta. Leave your homes. Go, leave Medina, out. Everyone, go out of Medina. Why Bishr? Qutala Hussein bi Karbala. Hussein has been killed in Karbala. As this was happening, people started crying out, Wa Imama, Wa Sayyida. A Bibi holding a young child came up to him. She said, Bishr, what news do you bring from Karbala? What happened to my Hussein? He said, who is this lady? They said, this is Baneen. Bishr, go easy on her. She sent 4 of her sons with Hussein. He said, Baneen, Azzam Allahu laka rajul, Ya Baneen. Baneen, condolences to you. Your youngest son Usman was killed. He said, I didn't ask you about Usman. What happened to my Hussein? Baneen, condolences to you. Your son Abdullah was killed. Your son Jafar was killed. Bishr, why are you not listening to me? I haven't asked about my sons. Tell me about my Hussein. He said, Baneen, condolences to you. Your Abbas was also killed. When she heard Hazrat Abbas was killed, Bishr says, I saw this lady began to cry. She dropped the child that was with her, the son of Hazrat Abbas. She said, Bishr, you've hurt my heart. But I would sacrifice all my sons for Hussein. Tell me what happened to my Hussein. He said, Baneen, condolences to you. Your Hussein was killed in Karbala as well. She began to cry loudly. She went to Jant al-Baqi. She made 4 graves with her fingers, each for her sons. She began saying, where are my sons now? Where are my heroes? Don't call me Baneen. I have no sons no more. Then she made a 5th grave with her finger. She said, this is the grave of Hussein. She began crying for Hussein. Why? Hussein's mother is not here. I will cry for him. Then she went to the house of Bibi Zainab. Bibi Zainab at this point had said, no one's allowed to come into our house. We are in a state of azar, majlis, mourning, no one's allowed. Bibi Banin came. Bibi Zainab's maid said, Banin is at the door. Should I let her in? What do you want me to do? She said, yes, Banin, she's one of us. Let her in. Let her come in. Bibi Banin came in. She saw Bibi Zainab after a long time. Bibi Zainab saw Banin after a long time. They didn't say anything to each other. They just hugged. And they began crying loudly. Bibi Banin said, Wa Husayna Zainab, your brother was killed in Karbala. Condolences to you. Bibi Zainab turned to Bibi Banin and said, Wa Abbasa Zainab, Wa Abbasa Banin, your son, my brother, was killed in Karbala as well. He said, Zainab, tell me, I've heard you were taken as a captive of Bani Umayyah. How was this possible? I told Abbas to protect you. She said, Banin, don't blame Abbas. If he had his right hand, if he had his left hand, if they hadn't shot an arrow into his eye, if they hadn't smashed his head open, I would never have been a prisoner for Bani Umayyah. Banin, it was not Abbas's fault. I would never have been a prisoner of Bani Umayyah. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We ask Allah to accept our zawari, to allow us to be the true mu'min, true Shias of our Imam, and to allow us to get the marifah to visit their shrines. Before I finish off, as you all may be aware, Madrasa for Sakina Trust has been opened. There's posters around on the outside door, and when you leave, there's also links on this poster on how you can register. It happens every Sunday here at Sakina Trust on the 15th of September, inshallah. More information, please look at the poster.